Hello guys, welcome to my channel Miss Recap. Today I'm going to explain 2023 action adventure comedy movie called Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. This story begins with the time when Jenny was trapped in the quantum realm. She's very nervous seeing things around her. That's when some creatures attack her. She was trying to save herself from their attack. Only then she sees another man over there, the one who was asking her, "Where are they?" This man happens to be Kang. In the present day, after the Battle of Earth, Scott Lang has become a well known celebrity to the public, as well as the author of an autobiographical book titled Look Out for the Little Guy, which tells a different version of how he helped save the universe from Thanos in Endgame. He has been living happily with his girlfriend Hope Van Dyne. Hope serves as the head of the Pam Van Dyne Foundation, which uses the PAM particles for humanitarian efforts. Now his life is going very well, and he wants to be a good father. Then he gets a call from police that his daughter Cassie has been arrested for organized protest for homeless people because she was becoming an obstacle in the work of the police. Scott and Hope release her and bring her with them. Scott explains to her that one day she might get in trouble for being a hero. Cassie says that she is all grown up now and has a suit of her own, so she can protect herself. Scott is shocked to learn that Cassie has an Ant-Man suit that Hope has given her. While visiting Hope's parents, Hank and Jenny, Cassie reveals she gains an interest in Pam's old notes and learning more about science and technology from the quantum realm. Hank reveals to Scott that he has now started working on ants as well. Due to this, all the ants can build anything accordingly. Cassie has been working on a device that can contact the quantum realm. Upon learning of this, Jenny panics because she spent 30 years of her life there, and they don't know how dangerous the quantum realm can be. But Cassie tells them that there is no need to go there to know about the quantum realm. With the help of this device, they can learn about the place by staying here. This device sends a radio signal to the quantum realm, and then all the data is collected from there and shown to them. But on hearing the radio signal, Jenny panics and tries to shut off the device. But the message is received, resulting in a portal that opens and pulls all the things. They go inside it, and all the ants also come into that room. Scott and Cassie land together at the same place. Seeing the place around them, they could not understand where they are. Meanwhile, Hope and Hank are looking for Jenny. Then Jenny comes and asks them to stay hidden. Here Scott tries to contact Hope but is unable to get in touch. He repeatedly consoles Cassie that they are all safe and nothing will happen to them. Suddenly a huge creature attacks. That creature is about to kill them. Then some natives come and saves them. Those natives are rebelling against their ruler. Then they catch and take them. After that, they give him a drink, after which he starts understanding their language. Scott tells them all about himself, how they got here, and that he is not a threat. But the rebels' leader, Chantora, says that those people have also come from above and that Kang the Conqueror must be following them, who has been ruined this world of theirs and made it hell. Scott does not know about Kang the Conqueror. Jenny meets some natives who already know her. Hope and Hank are surprised about this. Then they ride on a creature and goes to the sprawling city to get answers, wherein Jenny asks them to drink the same drink, after which they are able to understand the language of those people. Jenny meets Kryler, an old friend of hers, and asks for his help, because together they rebelled against Kang the Conqueror, and they were called a rebellion. He reveals that things have changed since she left and that he is now working for Kang, who is now the realm's ruler. Now the soldiers come to catch them, but while fighting with them, they steal their ship and fly away from there. Meanwhile, Jantora is telling Scott how Kang the Conqueror built an empire by killing her people, and those who survived hide from him and fight to defeat him in some way or the other. Jen's involvement with Kang is indirectly responsible for his uprising. The rebels soon come under attack by Kang's forces as they are now aware of them. They all started fighting with his army. Cassie reveals Chantora about to be captured, so she goes to help her without thinking anything because her suit is with her. Scott has to go after her too. Now both of them together start fighting with those people. Then suddenly Kang's ultimate weapon Modok attacks them. Everyone starts running after saving her lives, but the Modok comes in front of Scott and says, "It's nice to meet you again." Then he shows his face. which leaves Scott completely shocked because he is Darren Cross, who was shrunken to subatomic size in the quantum realm during the events of Ant-Man 2015. Then after catching them, he brings them to his jail. He reveals that he did not die that day, but he had come to quantum realm, where Kang the Conqueror saved him and made him an ultimate killing machine. Jenny tells during her days of entrapment in the quantum realm, she encounters Kang, a space traveler, and he is trapped here. Because of his ship's breakdown, his ship has the ability to travel in any timeline and universe. So he tries to change the ship's multiversal power core with her so that he can go back home. And after several years of hard work, they got successful. They charged that multiversal power core and they started putting it in Kang's ship. His ship was neurokinetic as it was connected to his mind. When Janet touched it, she started having his memory vision. She found out how he destroyed so many universes and timelines as if they never exist. Actually, he was an exiled traveler, so he could not come out and destroy even more universes. But his ship had now been activated again and he had also acquired his suit. He claims that they can both escape from the realm. Outmatched, Jenny uses her pimp particles to enlarge his power core beyond use, stranding them further in the realm. But now he had his suit, so with the help of his technology, he made his empire. And for years, Jenny kept fighting him in secret until Hank came and saved her. Even after coming back, she was still in the same guilt that she escaped from the quantum realm by awakening a monster. Hope assures her together they will stop him from taking the multiversal power core, and they leave in search of that power core. The Langs are taken to Kang, who demands that Scott helps get his power core back, or else he will kill Cassie. Scott is taken to the core's location and shrinks down. But as soon as he reaches the core, he starts having some strange feelings. He sees that there are many people becoming like him. Now he does not understand anything. The more he thinks, the more his lookalikes increase, because this is all his possibility. Now there is a stampede among all of them, because all want to reach that power core, but the real Scott stays below. Just somehow, with the help of all his lookalikes, he does exactly the same thing as the ants do. He is about to reach the power core, that only then it starts falling down. But their hope comes and rescues him. Then they shrink the power core again using Pym Disk. Then Jen and Hank also come here. Jen is refusing to hand over that power core to Kang. But their Kang comes and snatches the power core from Scott. Scott and Hope try to stop him, but they fail. Kang reneges on the deal, capturing Jen and destroying her ship with Hank on it. Kang tells that when he looked into the timeline, he found how the entire multiverse was slowly ending. And that too, because of the people living there. That's why he had control over the timeline. And whatever universe proved to be a threat for him, he has already finished it. It also killed all its variants. Now, even if he has killed trillions of people, it does not matter to him. After being rescued by his ants, Hank comes to Scott and Hope with his ants, who are now looking much bigger. He tells that these ants have spent many years in this realm. In a minute, with the help of their intelligence, they became more advanced and finally they found him. Meanwhile, when Cassie is taken away by the guards, she kills them and frees Gentora from that prison. Gentora says that she has to send a message to rebels to attack Kang's tower together. Together, they can defeat Kang. Now Cassie somehow hacks the system there and manages to commence an uprising against Kang and his army. Scott is also listening to all this and they all start moving towards that tower. But Kang is now trying to escape from there along with the entire empire. He installs the multiversal power core in his ship and orders the launch. Scott turns into a giant and starts creating mayhem all around. All the ship of Kang try to stop him. Until then, the native rebellions also come and attack him. All those rebellions reach very close to the tower. Meanwhile, MODOK attacks Cassie when she increases her size and pushes him and throws him away. During the fight, Cassie appeals to Cross' character, which convinces him to turn sides and fight Kang. Though this cost him his life, Kang's ship is about to take off, but when a push from Scott, the whole ship breaks down. Because of this, Kang comes out and starts killing the native people. Scott became humongous and tore through Kang's defenses. He tells Scott that he has no idea how many universes he has destroyed and how many Avengers has he killed. Hank showed up with his ant army and took care of Kang's army. Then the ants attack Kang. They are in such a number that it is becoming difficult for Kang to stop them. He made a shield around himself so that he could escape from them. But then MODOK attacks him. Due to this, that shield breaks, and all the ants fall on it. With this, MODOK dies there. Then Jenny tells them to come to the tower quickly as they don't have much time. They reach there and Jenny opened a portal back to their home. Jenny, Hank, Hope and Cassie jump through a portal home. But Kang attacks Scott, nearly beating him into submission. Things looked bleak as Scott failed to physically beat him, and it seemed like Kang was going to go through the portal and into Earth. And Hope dropped in to help Scott, and the two of them shrank the navigational device along with Kang, thereby destroying both of them. At this point, I thought that Scott and Hope were stuck in the quantum realm and would not be able to make it back, so it had to be a bittersweet ending. No, as Scott and Hope looked over the horizon, Cassidy opened the portal and the couple went back home. However, soon after that, Scott started to wonder if they had done the right thing, because Kang the Conqueror was apparently the one who could have fought the other Kangs. The downside of that would have been that he would commit genocide again. There was a chance that he had made an exception for Earth 616 because Jenny had helped him in the past. Since heroes can't choose the survival of their world over the survival of trillions of lives, they have to stop him. Now with him gone, this means that Earth 616 and every single universe in the multiverse are vulnerable to attacks by the variants of Kang. In a mid-credit scene, numerous variants of Kang commiserate over the death of one of their own and plan their multiversal uprising. And this scene gives us the message of the upcoming danger in Avengers, the Kang Dynasty movie. In the post-credit scene, Loki and Mobius spot another Kang variant named Victor, timely in the 1920s, which we can see in the upcoming Loki Season 2. And the movie ends here. Thanks for watching. If you like it, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel.